math, 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 math. Yo, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Math Activities for Fun presents Go Forth with Fractions. Go forth with P squared wrote that, huh? Go forth with, well, we're gonna go forth with fractions then. Let's go. So a fourth, if I have one, two, three, four pieces in my whole, those are fourths. Now they need to be equal pieces. So all these are the same size. They don't necessarily have to look the same, but they all need to be the same size. This right here, these two are clearly larger than these two, so this is not divided into fourths. It's divided into four, but not fourths. With this one here, I got my diagonals going there. They're all the same size. We have successfully divided into fourths. This one right here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 strips. It's fourths. If I were to switch it around, 1, 2, 3, 4 strips, those are fourths. Now look at that one. Go on, take a second, stare at it. Are those fourths? You're like, yeah? No? Maybe? Now I'm gonna help you out. Okay, check it out, right? We divided this in half. If I divide that in half, and I divided this piece in half, these are equal. If I divide these two pieces in half, those are equal. So when I put it back all together, this is divided into fourths. It's cool, right? How about this one? I'll break it down for you again. If we take the whole thing as half, divide it into half already, break the top part into half, break the bottom part into half, those are fourths. You see it now? It's nice, right? Fourths. They don't have to look exactly the same, but they do have to be the same size. Fourths. Now, if we take the candy and break it up, fourths. All of them, not necessarily. Now, these two kind of look alike the way I put them, but these two, not really, but they all of them have 3 little pieces of chocolate there. So, fourths. How about here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fourths. We got fourths. Now, if you take the cookie and you broke it up like this, nobody want this piece right here. That ain't enough for anybody. Why would you even break up a cookie into 4 pieces? But let's just go with it. No. Here, I got 4 pieces. They're all equal. This is divided into fourths. If you have $1 and you want to make change, 4 quarters. And I don't know if you've noticed, but on a quarter, it's actually called a $quarter. So instead of saying fourths, I could say quarters. See, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters make $1. Other places you might see quarters, basketball game. You got 4 quarters in the basketball game to make the whole game. Football. We got 4 quarters in a football game. School. You got 4 quarters in the school year. You can take a clock and divide it into quarters. Each quarter on the clock is 15 minutes. So that's 15 minutes. Now, if I said it's 2:45, that'd be this right here. I could also say that is 2:45. It's right there at the 9. That's a quarter. So it's 2:45. If I said 3:15, I could say that's either 3:15 or I could say that's 3:15 because that's 15 minutes past 3. If we had 100 years, which is a century, we talked about that. Well, T squared talked to you about that in the last one. If you have 100 years, that's a century. Now, we talked about half a century being 50. What if I said quarter of a century? Quarter of a century, 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. So when you hit 25, you look back and say, man, I'm a quarter of a century. It's cool. So now, because I'm nice, here's $250,000. Don't you love fractions? No, for real, you can't have the money though. Good looking. Bye. I'm out.